Hi everybody, my name is Dan and welcome to my kitchen for another episode of Man Cake. Today we're going to be making a delicious cinnamon roll pound cake. It's going to be super quick, super easy, and super delicious. Now all the ingredients we're going to be using today are going to be down below in the description along with that subscribe button, so you want to go ahead and click that and ring the bell so you can stay up to date on brand new recipes every week. Now to get started, preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Now let's go ahead and get all of our ingredients together so we can go ahead and enjoy this delicious pound cake. Starting with our stand mixer, we're going to take 1 stick of softened butter and 1.5 cups of white sugar. Now let's go ahead and beat our butter and sugar together until they start looking nice and light and fluffy. I'd say for about 3 minutes. And once your butter and sugar are light in color and nice and fluffy, we can go ahead and start adding in our next round of ingredients. Starting with 3 eggs, a half cup of yogurt, a tablespoon of milk, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Now we'll just go ahead and mix those ingredients until they're well combined, usually about 2 minutes. Now that all those ingredients are nice and combined together, we can go ahead and start adding in our dry ingredients. Starting with 1.5 cups of flour, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Now we want to mix all these ingredients together until just combined, about a minute. Now with all those ingredients nice and combined, our batter is done, it's ready, but it's going to need some company in our little pan. So let's move that to the side and work on our cinnamon sugar that's going to go right inside with the batter. So we'll take a 1/4 cup of the white sugar and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and we'll just mix it all around. Now we get to put it all together right before it goes into the oven. So let's start by adding in, say, half of our cake batter into our cake pan. And then we'll just go ahead and sprinkle some of that cinnamon sugar on top of that batter. Add a little more batter. And add a little more cinnamon sugar. Now let's go ahead and bake our pound cake for an hour in the oven and start checking it about the 15-minute mark with a cake tester. If it comes out clean, your cake is good to go. If not, wait for full hour, but I would still check it, 50 minutes, give it a check, 55 minutes, give it a check, 1 hour, should be done. So our pound cake is baked, it smells just like breakfast heaven, or just cinnamon roll heaven. It's just, I wish you can just smell this kitchen right now, it's perfection. So while our pound cake cools though, let's go ahead and work on our delicious glaze that's going to go on top of our pound cake. So in a separate mixing bowl, we're going to take 2.5 cups of powdered sugar and 3 tablespoons of milk. Now we're starting off with 3 tablespoons of milk, but you might need to add about 1 or 2 more because we're really looking for the consistency of honey. Not too thin, not too thick. But with these ingredients, let's go ahead and start mixing these all together at a low speed until we really start getting that consistency that we're looking for. All right, well our glaze looks perfect. Let's go ahead and divide that between 2 bowls, about 3/4 of the glaze in one bowl and 1/4 of the glaze in another bowl. Now with the 1/4 cup of Glaze Reserve, let's go ahead and add a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon and give it a nice little mix. Well, our pound cake should be cooled enough, so let's go ahead and start piping along our delicious glazes on top. Let's start with the white. And follow that with our yummy cinnamon glaze. And there you have your delicious cinnamon roll pound cake. Just looks like perfection. So I say we go ahead and slice into it and do this amazing taste test. I mean, I know it's already gonna taste so good, but you guys need to know too. Can't steer you wrong. Grab a slice. So good. Now that is just cinnamon roll perfection. It's sweet, the glaze is just perfect. It's altogether just so good and so amazing. You guys definitely have to try this. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Well, that's all I have for you this week. Don't forget to click that subscribe button down below, and if you do make this delicious cinnamon roll pound cake, which I think you should, definitely give a tag on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, all the social places. Until next week, bye.